Hello, hello, hello. You're listening to Conscientious Conversation. And I'm your host, Will Prophet. I hope your day is going exactly how you wanted it to go, exactly how you visualized it going, and I hope you are getting the best out of your day. So, listen, I want to say something that you've heard me say this before, but I think it needs to be said. It's worth mentioning again. Look, it is 2025. Okay, when you're listening to the sound of my voice here, we are now 4 months into this new year of 2025. Okay, so you know, if you've already started on those things that you want to, that you're trying to get done, those goals, congratulations. Stick with it. Don't let the noise cause you to get distracted. The whatever form it comes in, whether it comes in the form of family or friends, sometimes, those distractions can be the people we love the most. And I'm not saying that we should neglect them. I'm not saying that we should ignore them. I'm not saying we shouldn't pay attention to them. But I am saying do not get distracted. Remember your goals. Remember what you want to accomplish. Remember what you're trying to do. But for those of you who have not started, for those of you that are still talking about, I'm going to get to it, or I got to find the time, or I got to do it when I'm not tired, or I got to do it when I'm not busy, or I'm not trying, above all the chaos, you have to get started. You have to set out and do it. Stop kidding yourself. Stop thinking it's going to be the perfect time. You have to make time. Okay? What is the old saying? Anything worth having is what? Worth working for. Worth busting your tail for. Okay? If you want to get yourself out of the mundane, okay? One of the things people think it's just money. It's not just money, guys. It's not. It's not just money. Because guess what? As I travel, as I talk to people, as I interact with people throughout my career, I've met people, I've met people in all, I met people at all levels, and all the zeros behind it, whatever bracket you're in, whatever tax bracket you're in, whatever financial bracket you're in, I've seen there's people out there that's making a considerable amount of money, but guess what? They're still struggling. They still, I got one gentleman that I met that literally, he makes high six figures. And you know what? Every year he's in the hole. And you know what's interesting? Someone could say, oh, he's living above his means, but he's right at about what he makes, right at that. But he has a family. He has 8 children. They live in a home. So obviously you have 8 children. You got to have enough bedrooms to support those children. I think a couple of the children double up and share a room, stuff like that. They all are in college. They're all like, at that college age, whether they're just entering college or they're in college or they're in grad school. What I'm saying is, and here's a guy that, about half of his income goes to pay for those children that are away in college and the ones on their way to college. And you know what? He's just as he's just as tired and fed up at the end of the day as the guy that could barely make ends meet. So, sometimes people think, I had a colleague of mine, who taught me, a lot of times people think just because, you got this. Well, the other areas of his life, a lot of that finances that he has goes out to pay for that, and some of it's not about, some of it is like just their life, like this guy was just telling you with the 8 children. But then, there are some that are suffering from something they did in their past, whether it's a second marriage or a third marriage or whatever, and the child support and the spousal support and things like that they have to pay out because of those mistakes they made. But just because they made mistakes don't mean they should, pay for it for the rest of their life, at least not, with something like this, But above all that, I'm not talking about that. You set out on these goals. You said that you were going to start working on. You said you were going to do it. You said, I'll finish that in 3 months. Okay, well, 3 months have passed. We're already 4 months into the new year. Okay? Whether it's something that you've been trying to do for work, or there's something you've been trying to do for your relationship, if you made your significant other a promise to take them someplace, take them. Don't, I understand, it's not the right time, you got too much going on. No. Don't forget what's important. Don't forget why you're doing it. Don't forget your reason for why you do this. We all do what we do. We all go out. We want to make a living because guess what? We want betterment. We want more out of life, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? It's not greedy. Just like I tell people, it's not selfish. It's not selfish to be focused on self-care. Sometimes you have to be focused on self-care because self-care makes a better you. Self-care is good for your mental health. Okay? So sometimes you gotta do that. So, I just want to tell you, you're already 4 months in, okay? You got a new year in 8 months. Let's get to it. Get started on those goals. Get started on it. If you have not started on it, get started today. Today. And for those of you that have already started, congratulations. Keep focused and keep going. You've been listening to Conscientious Conversation, and I'm your host, Will Prophet. Go make it a great day above all.